Jungle.
Hello, this is exclusive interview on AD4 TV Radio. I am Tunde Hassan. October 1 every year holds a special significance for Nigeria and Nigerians. That day, in 1960, the country, the most populous black nation in the world, gained independence from Britain. To Nigeria and Nigerians, October 1 sets a template for national identity and as well a moment for reflection, stock-taking, rethinking and re-strategizing to attain national aspirations. My guest on exclusive interview, Barrister Ibrahim Zailani, joins me shortly to engage how far in the process of nation building. Barrister Zailani was a member of the House of Representatives at the onset of the current democratic dispensation in 1999 through 2003 and has had robust engagements within Nigeria's public space. First, this report.
Nigeria, once a British colony, was created in 1914 and gained independence October 1st, 1960. For 61 years now, that day, October 1st, has been marked as Independence Day annually. At the onset of nationhood, and despite diversity of religion, culture, ethnicity, and variations in the comparative spread of economic endowments, Nigerians embraced the day with frenzy, celebrations, and festivities. Government and private establishments are always closed for businesses in the spirit of Independence Day celebration mood, as October 1st is work-free. Beyond its ceremonial underpinning, Independence Day is also a day of national identity, stock-taking, and renewal of commitment to national aspirations. Often, the day offers a once-in-a-year opportunity to put the searchlight on the progress made as a nation and the challenges being encountered in the process of national development. It's not unusual to have mixed expressions from various circles and interest in the discourse on how far the nation has fared. To some, in the 61 years of nationhood, the strides made are marginal and unimpressive compared to the enormous human and material resource endowment of the country. To others, however, the country has been said to have made tremendous progress in pursuit of defined national agenda. In the counter-arguments, it's imperative to point out that while other nations with similar circumstances have broken apart, Nigeria has remained one. In the same breath, however, the nation is still trailing behind compared to some of its peers that today have exponential stories to tell about visible and clear progress they have recorded in economic development and broad areas of national development. Nigeria still struggles with basics like poverty, illiteracy, poor health care, food shortages, infrastructure deficits, gaps in social welfare of citizens, and insecurity. These fixed bag of the good and bad are parts of issues engaged by the guests on exclusive interview. Barrister Ibrahim Zailani, a one-term member of the Nigerian Federal Legislature who served in the House of Representatives between 1999 and 2003.
You're welcome back. Exclusive interview, AD4 TV Radio. And I'm joined in the studio as my guest, Honorable Ibrahim Zailani. He was a member of the House of Representatives between 1999 and 2003 and has had extensive career within the public and private sector. stretching from banking to asset management and various other callings. He is also an attorney at law. Honorable, you're most welcome.
Thank you very much, my brother, Abbas Hassan.
Well, Nigeria is... You're most welcome. Nigeria is 6-1. A lot of stock taking to be made. What's your general overview of this nation 61 years after independence?
Well, I think my general overview is that there is a lot to be celebrated. Those of us who were born just at the peak of the independence, we know what we went through. And honestly, if you look at all the sectors, the social, economic, political, and what have you, in fact, Nigeria has, I can say, we have recorded very, very giant strides. It is said that a man matures, the life expectancy of an Nigerian is about 49 to 50 years. So, reaching 61, I think there is a lot to be celebrated in Nigeria. For example, just about 30, 40 years ago, there was no Abuja. There was no Abuja. And if you recall, during when we entered the university, how many universities were in the north? 2, 3 universities. There was the Ahmadu Bello University, the campus of Bayero University. Then you have basically about 3. But how many universities do we have today? What is the number of graduates?
Over 300 universities in Nigeria.
Over 300 universities
Private
in Nigeria.
and public.
And public, exactly. In fact, there was no public. In fact, some 15, 20 years ago, there was no private television, no private radio. So the skeptics or the pessimists who are insisting that Nigeria has not recorded, no, I will not agree with them. Nigeria has recorded very, very giant strides.
Yeah, I was just coming to that. Here you are saying Nigeria has made some notable progress, but you also have within the public space a lot of people who are cynical and skeptical about where Nigeria is, arguing that we ought to be beyond where we are, so that there's a problem.
Well, I will agree with that because we are not yet there, just as you said. But this is the process of development, the process of evolving ourselves. So what you have is you have to go through this process before you are fully evolved. The U.S., take the U.S. for example, they went through civil war, they went through... They have crossed the Rubicon now. You go to the U.S., if you are my brother, we are from the same family, the same mother and the same father, we can be president and vice president of America. They don't care because they have already crossed all this process of evolution or evolving. So I think the pessimists should please hold their oars and look at Nigeria. We are just about 61 years old. And you think overnight Nigeria should be like the first world country. No, we are evolving. In fact, we are for the first time we have democracy running for 20 years. That is a very big giant stride. And we know what the military costs for Nigeria, and everybody is happy. We are happy because I can ventilate my anger, I can ventilate my wishes, I can say what I want to say, I can do what I want to say. So, to me, I think there is a lot to be clapped. We are not yet there, but we are racing. Not stepping. We are racing to reach the promised land.
Well, let me draw your attention to something. Nigeria itself is a product of integration, amalgamation of the North and the South. 61 years down the line, we're still struggling with integration. We're having people on ethnic and religious basis, wanting to sever a nation, to break about the country. Secessionists all over the place. What have we not done right to still be grappling with the problem of unity and integration in Nigeria?
You see, basically, fundamentally, yes.
61 years after.
I want you to hit the nail on the head. You say we have the Oduduwa Republic agitators, we have the Biafran agitators, you have the men in the Niger Delta, you have, even in the north, you have people, the Arewa, and so on. You see, the issue is when people from diverse background, because this diverse background or this diversity of Nigeria should be our source of strength. Because when the amalgamation happened in 1914, the bigger the merrier. In fact, if the moment Nigeria get it right, in fact, we are natural and automatic leaders of. How many countries will you put together to get Nigeria in Africa, both in land size and population? So I think these are process that we must undergo. If you look at the human existence, the human existence will survive principally on justice and fairness. So we must return to the concept of justice and fairness.
Have we deviated from it?
Well, that is the perception of some people that yes, we have deviated from the concept of
justice and fairness and
equity. But to me, what is just to... Well, justice has no coloration anyway, and fairness has no coloration. But it is a struggle of the fittest. That is what is now boiling into all this agitation. Some people want to have it all. Some people want to have a bite. I don't know. You know, this is what is happening. But I'm telling you, once you imbibe the principles and the culture of justice and fairness, all these agitations, all these secessionists will fizzle out.
Okay. What's the? I mean, roundedly, politicians. You are an active player in politics in Nigeria.
Yes, I am.
You've been in the House of Representatives.
Yes.
You're still very active within the political circle.
Yes.
A lot of people think that where we've been getting it wrong is from political leadership. And this is an indictment of the nation's politicians, so to speak, which the circle to which you belong.
No. I disagree with you. Yes, there is the problem of the leadership, but there is also the problem of followership. It is a kind of a side-by-side problem, because as a politician, I know we have two fundamental challenges that are constituting a stumbling block to our good political process. One is the issue of poverty. Two is the issue of illiteracy. Well, somebody will say, well, it still bounce back to the leadership. Yes, it's true. It bounces back to the leadership. But the followership, people will sell their rights for pittance. People will take 10 naira, 20, 100 naira, 500 naira to vote Mr. A. And everybody knows Mr. A cannot deliver. Everybody knows Mr. A has not the requisite patriotism or commitment to the welfare of Nigerians or Nigeria or his area. But still, they will take money. What do you expect? So it is a kind of a dual problem. We have the problem of the leadership. We also have problem of the followership.
Okay. Now, in the course of responding to that question, you made mention of poverty, which to many Nigerians has been a huge concern, and that ties into the extent to which the nation has been able to deploy, so to speak, its enormous economic resources to this challenge and to the development process. Are we utilizing the enormous resources that this country is endowed with appropriately?
No, I don't think so, because everybody acknowledges the fact that we have one major problem staring at our face, and if we do not address it, we will continue to dance in the same place. The issue is corruption. Corruption. you see Zelani today, yes, Zelani is here, Zelani is a battling man, and next tomorrow, I am a multi-billionaire. How did I make my money? And I'm telling you,
nobody questions it.
Nobody questions it. In fact, you have people who will be, oh, he has made it. Even if you rob people or you rob the whole treasury, and then people applaud you. So the issue of corruption, as rightly pointed out by President Muhammadu Buhari, if we do not kill corruption, corruption will kill us.
Are we doing well with killing corruption? The mantra, one of the serious mantra, strategic mantra of this administration is the fight against corruption. Are we getting it right?
Well, in fact, we are striving. I would say, yes, so far so good. They're doing very well. Because if you look at the history of corruption in Nigeria, for the first time, we have the big and the mighty being
roped in.
Yes, being brought to justice.
Account, yes.
We have never had it. We have never had it. Yes, during the military, you have a military governor being jailed, maybe for being connected to a coup or something, but not for corruption. Today, we have serving governors that are in prison. In prison. That is a very, very, very giant stride. In fact, I'm telling you, what the government of President Muhammadu Buhari has done in terms of fighting corruption is unprecedented. And it is not just a fight for President Muhammad, it's a fight for all of us. If you are a local government chairman, if you are a local government councillor, if you get back to your area, you should do it right. If you don't do it right, then you should be open to justice. So I think we need to clap for the government of Muhammadu Buhari. He's doing very well in terms of fighting corruption. But it's not his fight alone. It is for all of us. All of us must join us to fight corruption.
We're discussing Nigeria at 61 with Honorable Ibrahim Zailani. We'll be right back to engage other issues, especially moving forward in key areas of national agenda, economic, and getting the politics right, and of course, the leadership. Join us again as we return on Exclusivity.
AD4 TV Radio, with focus on education with emphasis on research and innovation, science and technology, women and girl child education, children, health, youth and sports, socio-political and economic reforms, security, environment, entrepreneurship, and entertainment. Will give you information at your fingertips. Learn on the go. Follow AD4 TV Radio on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. AD4 TV Radio, reliable and credible.
We love you, AD4 TV Radio.
You're welcome back. Exclusive interview on AD4 TV Radio. Nigeria at 61 is our focus. And I have Honorable Ibrahim Zailani in the studio with me. Once again, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
We need to move forward.
Mr. Tunde, thank you.
We also need to deal with certain issues impeding our progress. Security, for instance. In the northeast, in the northwest, in north central of Nigeria, across Nigeria, there are flashpoints of insecurity. Can we rein this in? Are you optimistic that we can solve this problem in the shortest possible period?
I'm not just being optimistic that we will address the issue of insecurity, but we must address the issue of insecurity. The first responsibility of any government is the protection of life and property, as contained, as enshrined in our Constitution. And after being alive, the next thing is for you to be secured. So whether we like it or not, we must get it right in terms of securing the lives and property of Nigerians. Well, how did you come about it? I don't know. In the northeast, you have Boko Haram. In the northwest, you have banditry. You have herdsmen, farmers clash. You have in the southeast, you have EPOB. You have people who are struggling, who are aspiring to get out of the country. In the southwest, you have also the Odudua people and so on and so forth. These are challenges, and I think I'll still go back to that point of justice or injustice. Injustice must be fought. Injustice must be fought. What is happening is that where you have justice, where you have openness and justice, people will not feel cheated, or people will not feel abandoned, and so on. So the issue of insecurity can be tied to basically still back to the issue of injustice. If you look at it, if you go to the northeast, what are the Boko Haram? What are they fighting? Are they even Muslims? Huh? They kill everybody. They kill Christians. They kill more Muslims than other religions. So what do they want? And why is it that you don't have the elites and members of the Boko Haram? Because you have crossed the Rubicon of illiteracy and poverty. That is why I cannot join, and maybe probably you cannot join. So I think we need to go back to the drawing board. One, to address the issue of poverty and ignorance. Somebody who kills a fellow Muslim, somebody who kills in the mosque, and he says, I'm a Muslim. How are you a Muslim? And two, somebody who doesn't have anything to do. They recruit small boys with pittance, with small pittance. Small boys, 10,000, 15,000 naira, they recruit boys. So the issue, we must go back, we must educate our citizenry, we must enhance their economic status. If you do that, honestly, you'll be addressing the insecurity. But by and large, I support military action. So far, things are getting out of hand. We need to restore security and stability.
Supporting military action against this
yes, against this banditry, against Boko Haram.
Insurgency and the rest.
Yes, we must, the first thing is attack them, reduce it, then you can sit down around table and say, okay, how do we now
okay, I get your position on negotiating with or military action, the military option. What is your position on these two key issues? Restructuring, which is akin to the independence mood that we are in now. Restructuring and the question of rotation within rotational presidency, leadership. What's your position on this two areas?
I support restructuring because the concept of restructuring can be viewed from either the point of view of Tunde or the point of view of Zailani. But my point of view is I definitely support restructuring. Devolution of powers. Too many responsibilities on the federal government. I think we should look at it and devolve power to the local government and the state. We should reduce but in terms of what some people think that what they want as restructuring, that is going back to 1960s, I will not support that. I think we need to move forward. So I support restructuring in the sense that we should devolve powers to the other organs of government and then insist on a fair deal to everybody. Rotational presidency, I don't support rotational presidency at all. At all. That is why we are not getting it right. Any Nigerian is entitled to vie for the highest office. Come, tell me who you are, tell me your program, tell me your focus, tell me your vision. This is what I want to do, then I can go out and vote you.
You know, some people have said that we approach this rotation zoning and the rest of them from the point of view of maybe a football match with a shifting goalpost. When we get to this point, it shifts. And when it serves your interest, it's okay. When it doesn't serve your interest, it's not okay. Do you agree with this perception?
I don't agree with you because when you bring the issue of rotation into and comparing it with democracy, how do you situate it in democracy? Democracy is about free choice. Once you say, okay, you are zoning the presidency to Zailani,
any part of, yes.
For example, to my local government area. So you are telling people whether they like it or not, they must vote Zailani. That is not democracy, my brother. We should continue to oil this democracy till it matures. What democracy entails is the right and freedom to choose whoever you want.
Okay.
So I don't believe in rotation. I believe the best should come out and rule Nigeria.
Okay, now we're talking democracy. The democracy, the engine room of democracy is actually a rule of law, and that is where the legislature plays an epic role, so to speak, prominent role there. Without the legislature, democracy is totally watered. You've been a member of the Nigerian legislature. And then 20 years down the line, over 20 years down the line, pursuing this democratic project, has the legislature acquitted itself? Are you satisfied with it? This is like a self-assessment. You were part of it.
No. I'm assessing myself only between 1999 and 2003. But I left the National Assembly in 2003. So, but I can assess the performance of the National. So far, so good. I think the National Assembly is doing its best, and in fact, they are sustaining democracy. Because without the National Assembly, as you said, there won't be democracy. Every part of Nigeria is represented in the National Assembly. That is why some of us, people who are arguing, constitute sovereign national conference. We want sovereign national conference. We want Biafra. You have the National Assembly. Go to the National Assembly. You have a right to go and meet your representatives. Look, I want Nigeria to be restructured in so. Bring it, put it to the National Assembly. They decide what it should be done. Why are people running away from the National Assembly? All they want is a makeshift arrangement where they will get what they want. No. So, to me, what the National Assembly is doing or has done so far, in fact, I will give them a big pat on the back. They are doing well. They are doing extremely well. We are supporting them. And that Nigerians, I'm also appealing to Nigerians to support the National Assembly.
Okay. We need to continue to move forward. And there are permutations now towards 2023. A lot of alignments and realignments are going on. What's your reading of what's going on leading to 2023 within the context of Nigeria as a nation striving to better its lot?
Well, my reading is, in politics, first, politics is about interest. People of the same interest come together and then chase power. So, alignments and realignment are coming up. I'm telling you, what happened in 2015 may likely be repeated in 2023.
What was that?
Because people who are dissatisfied with the PDP, people who are dissatisfied probably with the APC, will come and form a new group. But what is happening now in the PDP or in the APC is that definitely there will be a kind of shift in the two political parties. I don't want to go into details, but I'm telling you, things are coming. Alignment and realignment are coming into the political arena.
Okay. Well, this nation desires to continue. We've always argued or stand on the point that the unity and togetherness of this country is not negotiable. Under this context, within this context, and with Nigeria at 6-1, where do you see this country, moving towards in terms of its unity, in terms of its progress, and in terms of its general development and welfare, well-being of the people?
Well, firstly, just as I said earlier on, this is a process of evolution. We're trying to evolve as a strong, united, and one nation. Definitely, you are bound to have different views, different perceptions, different goals, even different development issues. So, to me, I think so far, so good. What we need to do is Nigerians must come out and support the government. I don't know if we talk of unity. Yes, I stand on that and I agree with you. Nigerian unity is non-negotiable. I will not negotiate the unity of Nigeria. I want Nigeria to remain one. The bigger, the merrier. If you have issues like Biafra, I don't see I don't see how Biafra can make any meaning to an Igbo man. And this, and even if you go further and look at Odudua, what does Odudua represent? Nothing. So to me, I believe our unity is non-negotiable. We should oil all the arms of government, all the aspects of life that will propel our unity. So I support that Nigeria must remain one, and we should remain one. But we should have some very deliberate focus of oiling this unity.
Well, more or less like strengthening the institutions that would drive this clamor for unity in this country. We have been talking with Honorable Ibrahim Zailani, a key player in Nigerian political space, one-time member, once honorable, always honorable, member of the National Assembly, House of Representatives at the onset of that August House between 1999 and 2003. More or less one of those who set the ball rolling for this nation's democracy as it's been enjoying at the moment. We've been talking Nigeria at 61. Thank you very much, Honorable, for sharing your thoughts and the insightful comments you've made moving this nation forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you, listeners. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Well, that's exclusive interview on AD4 TV Radio. Thanks for being with us.
Audio Jungle.